holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Throwing to start the drive. Dugan. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if your team has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. A little screen pass, backdoor them, and that time was well for a solid gain.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Operating from the gun, Dugan. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. The Giants had 8-6 now on the year, and they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset, being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
They'll run for the first time with Breece Hall. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Off the play fake. Dugan escaping the pressure right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They're going to try and throw. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Well, this defense for the Giants, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 4.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott.
They'll get that complete to Albert O.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 16 yards to the 16 and a first down.
Misdirection's the key on this play. They line up with 3 receivers to the opposite side of the tight end, and they're all going to work their way across the field and let the tight end slip underneath against flow the other way. They're banking that he can get lost, and that's exactly what happened as they pick up a first down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Prescott now. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, force the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. This is third and goal. And this Giants defense, they have withstood the test thus far. They'll try to run this one in. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Ball again on second down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 34. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for first and 10.
On first and 10, it's Hall.
And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a second and 3.
On second down, a run with Hall.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On third and 2, Dugan.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 17-yard line. 15 yards there for number 15.
That's another New York Giants.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. And now they'll shift things around.
A first down carry for Davis. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up second and 11 at the 18-yard line.
Off the bootleg, Dugan. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
On 3rd down, here's Hall.
And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a second time. Now meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
2nd down and 6 now.
Prescott from the gun. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. They bring the safety on the blitz and he busts through to drop it for an 8-yard loss. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long. Now Prescott. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16.
4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so. I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
You look at this Cowboy defense.
They've been pretty much a mess against the pass, number 31 in the league.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season, but they have any hopes of making waves in January. They've got to improve in this area.
He finds his man, complete. That's Mills. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Ready to roll for the 2nd quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. They'll try and sneak it here. And he is going to have the Giants 1st down as he pushes forward for a couple on 4th and inches. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. Now this time he'll look to throw.
He's got Otten.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Straight ahead is Hall.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
Looking to throw. Dugan. Flush to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
They'll give to Hall.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll go again with Hall. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 48 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Ball again. And he'll be stopped up short as the tackle is made at about the 3. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Flush. And he will take it all in for a giant touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Aubrey good with a PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about... yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. A big play here for Dallas. 48 yards.
It's a gain of 48 yards.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Prescott off play action. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much, and you forget the other options that are out there.
Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. Steps away. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions. Have them looking at 3rd and 10. On play action, Prescott. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And Carlson able to put this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Going to try a little trickery here on the end around. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4.
So many play callers in the red zone worry about the negative effects of a play that they're about to call. But this guy, all he's worried about is gaining yardage and putting the ball in the hands of his playmakers.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Play fake. Here's Prescott sliding out of the pocket.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
These guys had to settle for a field goal the last time moving the ball down the field. They may have to do it again on this drive. That could be frustrating.
Yeah, I don't want to be cliche, but at least they were able to get 3 last time. 3 here, not the worst thing in the world. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try and run for it with Brown. And try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
Now look out. He's to the 20.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Jonathan Mingo.
97 yards.
And the Giants are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead is now 14-10.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got it. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Inside the 20. So the interception there. And Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
Ready? Paul want to give up the middle. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Ready,
2nd and 9.
watch it, sit. Ready?
They'll set up to throw. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. Yeah, he rode free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Now back to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They'll run with Hall. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Breece Hall, a 5-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to extend their lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Aubrey good with a PAT, and that makes it a 21-10 game. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands. They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Off the play fake, Prescott. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six. And,
Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead is up to 18 now. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Now Prescott. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
On third down, it's Prescott. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. And they'll set up shop in enemy. At the 45-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Ready, field, black. Red, cycle.
They'll look to throw here. Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. They'll set up a throw. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
They run it with Hall off the option. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Oh, design run for their wideout. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line.
The linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Yeah, he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open.
Now a 2nd and 2.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
That's complete. It's Okurobanon.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a first down. They're going to look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. The Cowboys offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. And that's caught at the 2. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Take it to the house. Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
And now they'll audible to something else. They'll run with Hall.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
66 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Close, 10.
2nd and 1. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. He'll drop to throw. That one behind his receiver and incomplete.
Good work there to force the incompletion and 4th down. Normally, it'd be a quick change for the punt return unit, but this offense has converted twice on 4th down so far, so you may want to double-check things there and make sure they're actually going to kick the football.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Back to throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. Here's Higgins out on the right side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Back to throw. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd. And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll run on 3rd down with Brown. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it. But it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the 1st down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get about 3, just outside the 10, snapped at the 11. And quickly they get to the line. They'll look to throw. And they're going to get it. They bring it down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Felix and Udike Uzama, the man to get home for the sack.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep the hurt there. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Giants are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Deebo Samuel, 27 yards. And the Cowboys have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Here we go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football. High percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you, and make sure they touch it.
Opposite. Green.
On first down, right back to Hall. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
On play action, they'll throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. He's to the 10. But such a costly interception. Nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive, because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop the score.
And that would cover beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time, because let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Second and 11. He'll be hit and taken down at the 20 line. They'll wind up losing 10 there, a full 10 yards, so that one hurts. And it brings up third and goal. Looking to throw.
They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Giants are going to get the football back at their own 17.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
What may seem a little unorthodox to some people, got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a rip?
Ball has it knocked loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down.
He'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Second and 15. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is taken in at the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Here's 1st and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. A great play there with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game.
And the Cowboys have taken a fourth quarter lead.
All right, so the Cowboys will go for 2 here. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
This is 1st and 10.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
This pass out wide to Hall.
Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
He's back to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
And that'll be incomplete with a penalty flag here on the field. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that thing go.
I can't believe what I'm watching. Okay, ready?
Boy, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now.
Ready?
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall.
Fights through and now a crease. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
2nd and 6 coming up. Here's a give to Hall.
And some room to run now.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save the timeout.
Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Watch out now. 50 Fury.
It's Davis on the counter. Gets around him.
Yeah, he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Here we go.
They're now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10.
6. Mega.
They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Partner, they've got 1 chance left to keep this one going. And I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
Let's go.
4th down. 10 yards to go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it would appear the Cowboys are going to win this football game. The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
Partner, they took a knee to finish this one off. To me, that's the only thing they lost in the 4th quarter. How about that comeback?
Yeah, trailed coming into the last frame. Got it done, taking the knee. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Cowboys, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, their playoff hopes take a big hit as they fall to 8-7. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching.